Hey there, so I'm finally getting around to doing another video here. All past my work injury for the most part, so that's good news for me. And this is a video that I mentioned a different video at the end of my last one, and I might do that one, but I wasn't digging the idea as much for now. So this is one that I had intended to do with my twin brother via a guest appearance on one of my videos, but it's summertime and we do live in different provinces, and summer's busy on weekends and we both work full time, so it's difficult to get it together. So instead, for now, we'll do it this way. And Don sent me his 25 song list, and I have my 25 song list for one of our very favorite early bands, AC/DC, that he and I grew up with. We shared a lot of time together listening to AC/DC, a lot of cool moments, and it's been fun to revisit this stuff when you're thinking about doing this video. So yeah, I'm going to hit you with my top 25 songs for AC/DC, and then I'll give you Don's 25 songs. We'll go 25 down to 1, and I was going to do it back and forth, but it's too hard to do, so I'm going to do my list, and then I'll do Don's list, and I'll highlight the ones that are different from Don's list. It's interesting. We have most of the same songs, but it's cool that we have a bunch that are different, and we have a different order. It's funny that, of course, it's not hard to guess. We both have a choice from the best and greatest AC/DC record as number one, but we have it's an interesting list. They're different enough that it's interesting. So you guys, if you want to, keep track of the list as we go through it, and I'd love to hear comments if you you have an opinion of whose list you like better. Just tons of great rock and roll, hard rock songs from these guys. Just an unbelievable band. One of our very favorites growing up. So yeah, like and subscribe if you haven't, or if you feel like it, and I'll keep doing some videos now and again. It's hard to stay on top of it when you work full time, and yeah, but it's still fun to do. I hope you guys dig it. And yeah, music is an important thing to me. It's my main pastime, and yeah, I still enjoy listening to mostly records, but my CDs too. Now, AC/DC, I have all on vinyl. I never collected AC/DC CDs, of course, because most of my vinyl from AC/DC is pretty old, decades old, and you'll see. So let's hit the list. So my 25 favorite AC/DC songs. I'll give one honorable mention because it was bugging the hell out of me. I didn't find a spot for it in my list, and actually it's a song that's not on Don's list either, but it needs to be called out, and that's Rock and Roll Damnation from Powerage, and it's on this cool live AC/DC record behind me. So there you go, because it was bugging the hell out of me where I couldn't find a spot for it. So here's my list. So top 25. Number 25 for me is Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap from this classic record. That's my number 25 song. A classic song, certainly a song that a lot of people associate with early AC/DC Bon Scott era. It's never been one of my absolute favorites. Still a cool track, and it's the as is the case I've mentioned before in one of my videos, AC/DC does use a hit song to title most of their records. So Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap, that's my number 25. My number 24 from Let There Be Rock, an absolutely great early record of theirs. And my number 24 is Whole Lotta Rosie. A classic, old school, funny Bon Scott era AC/DC song. So yeah, two Bon Scott eras right off the bat. I should mention that, I didn't intend to do this, but in my list, 25 songs, there are an absolute equal number, 12 and 12, and you'll see one different one, 12 and 12 that were Bon Scott and 12 Brian Johnson. That's how much, I like AC/DC era, early stuff with Bon and the what you'd call current stuff with Brian. Okay, it's even cut right down the center. Okay, number 23, our first our first Brian Johnson track, and it's off their newest or latest studio record, Power Up, and it's a song called Witch's Spell, a very cool song from Brian Johnson. Probably in my list, maybe the most I don't know, maybe the most unknown song, or a record song, deep cut if you want to say, Witch's Spell from Power Up. What a great song, Brian Johnson song. Okay, number 22 is the one instrumental. It's a small track, but it's a cool instrumental, and the only one that isn't, you know, a Brian Johnson or Bon Scott song, but it is a Brian Johnson era song, and it is a song called DT from the soundtrack for Maximum Overdrive, Who Made Who. It's on this. It's short, but man, is it a cool little instrumental. So there you go. That's my different one as an instrumental. DT. That is my number 22. My number 21 is from a cool record I've had in my collection as all these when I was a kid. Remember buying this, and it is the song Flick of the Switch from this cool AC/DC record, Flick of the Switch. Really hard rocking song, great song, cool video. And that is my number 21. My number 20 is another song from the cool record Let There Be Rock, and it is a song, a very cool Bon Scott song, Hell Ain't a Bad Place to Be. What a cool song. So that's my number 20 song. Back to Power Up, their modern, newer stuff record, and it's my number 19 song, Shot in the Dark. A fun, cool song. It was their first big single that came out that introduced us to this new record, and an upbeat, fun song. My number 18 song is a really cool song from this classic AC/DC record, Highway to Hell. And my number 18 song is Girls Got Rhythm from this really cool record. My number 17 song from this really cool record, obviously, because we're picking some songs from it, and it's the title track, Let There Be Rock. That is my number 17 song. My number 16 is Who Made Who. That's number 16. My number 15 song is back to this record, and it's a really cool song. What a spectacular video. If you get a chance, check it out if you haven't. And it's a song called Through the Mists of Time. What an extra cool video for this song. So that's the third pick already from Power Up. Good record. And that's number 15 for me. Number 14 is a real classic. Some people might be a little surprised I pick it at number 14, and it's Highway to Hell. And the reason I pick it at number 4, it's a cool song, great song, classic, but yeah, I've heard it so much. That's where it lands a little bit later in the list for me at number 14. Number 13 is a cool song, TNT from High Voltage, an old favorite. That's number 13. All right, our first visit to their classic record, and we'll be visiting this one a few times. And this is my number 12, the title track, Back in Black. That's my number 12. And also at number 11, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. That's my number 11 track. My number 10 track, always been a real favorite of mine. It's from this early Bon Scott classic record, and it's a really cool AC/DC song. It's got that slow burn, and it is Ride On. And that is my number 10 track. My number 9 track, You Shook Me All Night Long. Number 9. My number 8, Have a Drink on Me. That's my number 8. My number 7 is a really cool track, Jailbreak. It's the lead track off this cool AC/DC EP that I have had forever. So that's my number 7 track, Jailbreak. My number 6 track is a really unique song. It's an early old AC/DC song, and it is Problem Child. And it's a really cool track. So what's interesting, it's on Dirty Deeds, and it's also on Let There Be Rock. That's what makes this kind of like a standout track, and it sits at number 6 for me. My number 5 track, Shoot to Thrill, off this killer record. We're down to number 4 for me, from this classic record. If You Want Blood, You've Got It, at number 4 for me. Number 3, off a very early album, and it's my number 3 track. And guess what? It is also my brother's number 3 track. Isn't that funny? Because we did not share these lists until he sent it to me. And yeah, my number 3 and my brother's number 3. It's A Long Way to the Top, If You Want to Rock and Roll. What a great song. Fun video, old video. Number 2 for me, and the only selection from this early classic AC/DC album that is the second album from the Brian Johnson era, the title track, For Those About to Rock, We Salute You, is number 2, my second favorite AC/DC song. My number 1, and it wasn't hard to pick my number 1 song. Obviously, it's from the big record. My number 1 AC/DC song is Hell's Bells, and it's such a cool, slow burn, kind of lead up, dark, moody, cool song with those bells. Hell's Bells at number 1 for me. All right, so I'm going to show my brothers, and I'm just going to flash out the records of the songs that are different than my list. So yeah, that's my list, 25 to number 1. So my brother's number 25 is a song from their early record, High Voltage. And my brother's number 25 song is the title track, High Voltage. Number 25 for Don. Number 24 is Problem Child for Don. Number 23 is Sin City from Powerage. The one AC/DC, I'm thinking Iron Maiden because my brother and I might have to do an Iron Maiden list someday. But my one AC/DC classic record that I still haven't put in my collection on vinyl, and I will one day, and that's Sin City. It is on this cool live record, If You Want Blood, that I have. Okay, Don's number 22 is also from High Voltage, The Jack. So that's Don's 22 selection. Don's 21st song is Shoot to Thrill from Back in Black. Don's, this is a fun one, Don's 20th selection is Shake Your Foundations from the album Fly on the Wall. Cool track. Yeah, that's a cool track, cool selection. Don's 19 is a cool track from AC/DC's classic record, Highway to Hell, and it is the song Night Prowler at 19 for Don. Don's 18 song is Let There Be Rock. Don's 17 song is the is the one song I can't show. I don't have it on anything, which is really strange, but it is a big song that everyone knows. And Don's 17 selection is Thunderstruck from the album Razor's Edge. And Don's 16th song is If You Want Blood, You've Got It. And number 15 for Don is Back in Black. Number 14 for Don is Jailbreak. Number 13 is Dirty Deeds, Done Dirt Cheap. Number 12 is a song that I didn't pick from this great record, but it's a cool selection. So number 12 for Don is Shake a Leg. So a lot of songs from this record got picked by one of us. Number 11 for Don is For Those About to Rock, We Salute You. Now top 10 for Don, top 10. Number 10 is Highway to Hell. Number 9, my number 1, Hell's Bells. Number 8 is a really cool pick for a great record from this great Brian Johnson record. And Don's number 8 is Let's Get It Up. Very cool song. Number 7 for Don is Have a Drink on Me. Number 6 is TNT. Number 5, a funny selection for me. Yeah, number 5 is the last song on this classic record, Squealer, a hard rockin', hardcore type of AC/DC song. That's Don's number 5. Number 4 is Whole Lotta Rosie. Number 3, as I mentioned, the same as me. Number 3 for both of us, It's a Long Way to the Top, If You Want to Rock and Roll. Number 2, Don picks another one from For Those About to Rock. Number 2 for Don is Evil Walks, which is a cool song. And Don's number 1 pick is also from Back in Black, and it is Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution. So we both picked a song from Back in Black at number 1. Not really a big surprise there. Yeah. So, you know, if you feel like it, go through those lists a couple of times if you want, if you're into it, and make some comments. That would be cool. I think there's a whole truckload of cool songs mentioned in these lists. My brother and I mean, at our age, you know, in our late 50s now, and we grew up with these guys, so it's not really a big surprise. Yeah, both great lists, and what's fun about it is list of 25, and there's a whole lot more than 25 songs mentioned. I mean, there's other bands I mentioned that slipped up there. You know, if we did this for bands like Maiden and Van Halen and Rush and Priest, we'd come up with a bunch of songs, and we wouldn't nail the same. But we've got some different ones between the two of us, which I think is a lot of fun. And you know, yeah, that was fun. And I'll hook up again with my brother, and we'll do some more stuff, because, you know, we have similar tastes, but it's kind of fun to compare. And yeah, I'll see you again. I'm working on an idea. It's a big idea. I've had it for a long time, and I might tackle, because I love my list. I love doing lists. It's fun. And I might tackle my favorite songs from my collection. I think I'm going to do that. I've just got to figure out how best to do it and not to get too carried away and make it too big of a list. So yeah, I'm working on that. So keep in touch, guys, and enjoy the start of summer. I hope everyone stays safe. If you have, if you're watching my videos and you're here in Canada, enjoy the coming long weekend if you get it, and you get the long weekend, and stay safe and have fun, guys. Take care. Keep rocking. Bye-bye.